All right, it's time for another action-packed episode of What the Fuck is on Steve's Turntable. And we look and we see it's a record called Yesterday and Today by a band that calls themselves the Beatles. If I got my trivia right, this is one of those records that didn't exist in England. This is like only in America, because Capitol Records, way back in these days, they were decades ahead of Spotify. They could just give a flying F about your artistic statement. So what they would do is withhold a few songs from the British versions of albums, and then throw in a couple of B-sides and singles, and all of a sudden you got like an extra album to make some extra bucks on. Now, at the time, the Beatles were on such a freaking heater that it didn't matter. You could have grabbed any freaking 10 songs they were doing, and it would have just been a sensation. This is like 1966, 1965, between Help, which is like a movie, and an album, which is a great album. Between that and Revolver, they like did so many legendary, iconic songs so fast. It's basically 4 or 5 LPs worth in just like 2 years. And that British version of Revolver, to me, that's like the pinnacle of Western music. But so this one, it's got Yesterday. That was on another record. Andrew Bird can sing. That is one of my favorites, with those twin guitars. Day Tripper, super duper classic. If I Needed Someone, Nowhere Man. This is just chock full of hits, and it's basically a made up album. So another part of the story is, and a lot of you will know this, maybe some of you don't, the Beatles, either because they wanted to flip the bird to their American record label and make a statement to the man that they didn't appreciate the way their life's work was being commoditized, or because they were all high on pot and LSD all the time. Somehow they got it in their heads that it would be a good idea to pose for the album cover in like butcher smocks with a bunch of cuts of raw meat and disemboweled baby dolls all around them. So this is not the original cover. It's what they call the butcher cover, with the meat and the torn up baby dolls was the original cover. So of course, they print up a bunch of these for America. They're going to unleash this on freaking Lyndon Johnson's America. And at the last minute, somebody realizes, this is not a good idea. So they print out some new covers, and then somebody decides, hey, we can't throw all this vinyl in the freaking dumpster, so we'll just take the original pressings and we'll just paste this new cover on top of the old one. So, this whole story is just full of genius ideas. So these records that have, the new cover pasted over the old one become a collector's item. If they're in good condition and the right kind of serial number, it'd be like 5 figures sometimes, they're super valuable. So, like fast forward to 10 years ago or so, I'm up in North Kakalaki with my mother-in-law at a tag sale, an estate sale, and rummaging around this place. And in one of the bedrooms, up on a wooden shelf in a reach-in closet, is a bunch of vinyl. So, I'm a keen-eyed connoisseur. I'm able to pick out, a handful right off the bat that I want. So I got these under my arm, and it dawns on me, I don't know how much they are. So I go hunt down the chick that's running this estate sale, and I said, how much is the vinyl? And she says, how many you got there? And so I got like 5. And she said, well, give me like $6. And I said, cool. So I go back, and I'm rummaging around some more, going through all the vinyl, And what do my eyes behold but a copy of Yesterday and Today? And I can tell it's old. I can tell it's original. So I go back to this chick and I said, hey, I got one more record. And she says, well, just give me $6 anyhow. So go right back to my in-laws and, to paraphrase Dr. Frankenfurter, I am quivering with anticipation because I know that this is my time. This is my moment. I'm going to be that guy you read about in the newspaper, that you read about on the internet, who goes to a freaking estate sale and pays $1 for a record that ends up being worth 50 grand, So as soon as I get home, I grab the thing and peel back the corner, and it's just freaking cardboard. Crapped out again. I'm like Yukon Cornelius, Think I'm hitting gold and Butkus. So the lesson to be learned, the moral of the story is that the real treasure, the real value, the real gold is in these incredible songs by this incredible band. And that is a treasure they can never take away from me. So, yeah, get yourself a copy. Check it out.